Hi all, thanks for stopping by my channel. Today I want to do the fourth video on improving my communication skills. In this episode I will show some of the speech therapy exercises, loud reading, and also some vocal exercises and some singing courses. Without further ado, I start with some speech therapy exercises. Ah, 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 ah. And the yawning exercise. Ah, ah. And an exercise to improve head resonance. Mm, 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 mom, mom. And on to a U, up and down. Uh, uh, and the rolling R exercise. And another vocal exercise for speakers. Kui, kua, kui, kua. A high note exercise. A blowing exercise to open up the vocal cords. Then I'm doing some loud reading. At one point, midway on a path in life, I came around and found myself now searching through a dark wood. The right way blurred and lost. How hard it is to say what that wood was. A wilderness, savage brute, harsh and wild. Only to think of it renews my fear. So bitter, that thought that death is hardly more so. But since my theme will be the good I found there, I mean to speak of other things I saw. I do not know, I cannot rightly say, how first I came to be here, so full of sleep. That moment, abandoning the true way on, but then, on reaching the foot of a hill, which marked the limit of the dark ravine, that had before so pierced my heart with panic, I looked to the height and saw its shoulders, already clothed in rays from the planet that leads all others on any road or right. My fears at this were something quieted, for terror I was in the lake of my heart, had lost it all the night I passed in anguish, and when, like someone labeled for a breath, who safely reach shore from open sea, still turns and stares across those perilous waves. So in my mind, my thought all fleeing still, I turned around to marvel at the strait that let not living soul pass through till now. And then some singing. Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. She took the midnight train going anywhere. Okay, So now I'm about 7 months into this series, and I have been sustaining talking about 20% or 1/5 of an extroverted person. In the last episode, when I was about 5 months in to this series, I had pretty extreme symptoms due to putting extreme amount of pressure on my brain. So I sustained the same output, but the main difference in this 7-month episode is that I have only mild symptoms. I have only mild headaches now and then, occasionally. They are not severe as they were before. And also I have very small problems with anxiety and depression. It's can be described as pretty mild. So my brain seems to have been adapted to the changes, and I can sustain them with quite an ease. I don't have to force myself to talk as I did before, but now it's a bit more fluid and a lot easier to do. So I will continue on this project. And I have gotten a lot more fluid on small talk, and as a consequence I get no pain anymore as I did before from small talk when it's moderate amounts. And also a big change is that 5 months in, I needed about 20 hours extra sleep a week compared to when I started. And that went down by around 10 hours a week. So now I only need 10 hours more sleep since the start 7 months ago. I've also noticed that I am able to handle quite a bit more input compared to before. Since the progress have declined quite a bit, I will post the next update in about 3 to 4 months or so. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope you enjoy the content. If you do, please hit like and subscribe. See you next time. Thanks. Bye.